Welcome back, YouTubers, to my channel of an everyday encounter in everyday life of an Aspie. It has brought to my attention that yes, I haven't been doing many of my videos, so therefore I better give you guys the heads up that this is going to be one that I have been actually talking to someone since he thinks that maybe it's a good idea that I should bring about maybe, what Aspies are good for in the way of their talents, what they can do in a job maybe, and also to cover basically some famous people that we know of that has Aspie and making changes in the world around us, so to speak. And further ado, I better continue on, however. As we know, however, despite that us Aspies have many hidden traits, and accountability for what we do, that as I said before, however, that we tend to focus on the one thing at one given moment of time, no matter what it is. Maybe, for example, for some Aspies, that we tend to stay in a lab, conduct some research solely focusing on that, or most of the time some of the jobs that is given to us need a great deal of attention and detail to what needs to be done, be it if it's something like a project drawn up for the project builders or project conferences, whoever it may be. I just want to also address that no matter what age stage we are at any given time when we are on that spectrum of AS, that basically, yes, every Aspie is different in their unique talents. Some talents are there already, some are not. I've learning now to come, as I said so many times before, to come out of my shell, however, and actually bring out, hopefully, some of my talents, or shall we say my ideas, across to you all, however. But anyway, further ado, I better bring in the famous people with AS. Here are just some names that has come across to me pretty much while I've been doing my research, that there are many different people with AS that has come out of the woodwork, be it male or female, who has been diagnosed with autism, AS or ASD, however. Due to the increasing, however, imprecise criteria for the diagnoses of AS and autism, however, pretty much this is just a formal diagnosis that has been or not been taken into a certain proof for some people around us that has the condition, and there's a lot of that has been involved, however, to get to that diagnosis stage of having this condition of AS or whatever form of condition. As there is still research, however, going about of certain moment of time of certain criteria of what and the causes, what is AS, the causes of the AS, and as I said, it can be time consuming pretty much for the people around us, even though I've learnt now that many people who think that they know us, with AS, be it in our circles or outside our circles, they think they know it all and actually think that they should basically, give us a hard time about it, but that's up to them, however. However, many of the public people have been retrospectively been diagnosed as autistic by certain professionals in the field of clinicians, academics, and the like. So, in further ado, I have done some pretty much digging on, as I said, about the famous AS people with AS, shall I say, and that's basically, I'm only doing it really broad right now and brief about these ones that I've looked into, so bear with me. You may have heard of some of these famous people. If you want, let me know, if you want further in depth of what I may know of these famous people, sort of thing. Right, Syed Talat Ashan is a British poet who is at the moment awaiting on trial for terrorism-related allegations. Yes, okay. There's a book, however, that has been brought up by a particular author, pretty much, Jodie Picoult, about pretty much this young teenage guy who gets the looks from the police officer of his suspicious behavioural activity when he is in the middle of solving a crime. However, I can't remember the name of the book, but someone else might be able to have heard of it. Yeah, so if you know the one I'm meaning, maybe give me the heads up and comment below about it. Anyway, number 2, Suzanne Boyle. As we know, she's the famous British singer who pretty much was the finalist of the British Got Talent. She's got AS, pretty much. even though she's doing pretty well, as we know of, she's up to her 4th or 5th coming album, so she's been coming really, really, you know, famous. Michael Burry is a US investment fund manager. Number 4, Lizzie Clark is an actress and campaigner. Number 5, Heather Kismich, fashion model and reality show contestant in America's Next Top Model. Now, we need to remember, however, there are many Aspies females and males, however, that are in the many likes of creativity in the chosen field of invention, excellence, and just the likes of public speaking or whatever the case may be. So therefore, as we know of, is one is Albert Einstein, pretty much. He was the physics and philosophist, pretty much. 2 is Mary Curie, if I can pronounce her name right, physics and chemist, who then conducted pioneer research based on radioactivity, pretty much. 3 is Temple Grandin, who, however, is a real well-known American, pretty much, who professor in animal science. She's an author. She's also pretty much an autistic herself, and she actually is a public speaker, bringing awareness in and out of around the globe, basically, hopefully, to bring out the best of everyone. Wendy Lawson is an Australian speaker who was actually, before she got diagnosed and was twisted in her later years, I think in 1994, pretty much she pretty much was basically originally diagnosed with an intellectual disability, and basically from there she was then, I can't read my writing, diagnosed as a schizophrenic, and then, as I said before, pretty much later on in life with that autism spectrum disorder. She's actually right now really, really well known around the globe. She does her seminars around New Zealand pretty much at the moment, you know, bringing out the likes of teens and young adults pretty much with their autism spectrum disorder. Pretty much she's an author also, pretty much she's also like a qualified counsellor with a PhD degree on her, and also she's a social worker. Jeanette Purkis is the last one. She's a public speaker, she's a successful artist and pretty much author, and also with her she's obviously has made an awareness to some people about, you know, AES on a channel on YouTube about TEDx, which is a channel that basically includes everybody to a point that they create a conference meeting and whatnot of what they can do to actually conduct research or to create an awareness around us. But as I said before, however, to get back onto the train here about people with AS, you know, many people, as I said, have many different skills and talents. Many people may be asking me right now, well, what are your hidden skills and talents, Karen? I am still seeking that out. However, I've noticed that, yes, I'm absorbed in my computer work, my, you know, writing. I'm at the moment, I love to write down my thoughts, patterns, be it, whatever it may be. But then again, as I know, sometimes some people may think I'm socially awkward, as I said in one of my last videos. But, you know, take me or leave me, accept me for who I am. You know, no matter what it is, you know, I'm sure we can make ends meet. For me also, I may be slow on the counterpart of certain sciences, even though, yes, science is my passion, be it regardless if it's the human health science versus other sciences around me, chemistry and the like. I'm starting to enjoy, even though, yes, I may have failed those subjects back in the days when I was in training, but that's the thing. As I said, my other passions are people and music, fashion and animals. So therefore, I'm hoping that maybe with all these, you know, strengths that I have in me, that will build up to something in the near future for a job sort of thing for me, hopefully, fingers crossed. But then, in all honesty, as I said before, for my characteristics, or shall we say my favourite subjects, as I've just mentioned, I've noticed that pretty much that every time I come across giving people advice based on the human health side of things, some of them, they're just throwing it back at me. Even though, yes, I may not be, you know, what you call it, skilled or qualified as a doctor, physician, or whatever the case may be, you know, I still feel that, you know, I can be able to hopefully, as I said, reach out to you, be it if it's, you know, giving you my sound advice through my, you know, everyday encounters of what I've been through, you know, be it being abused of some sort, emotionally, mentally, physically, the like. Because at the end of the day, yes, everyone's, as I said, experiences are different, but then again, it could be the same, but how we get out of it, or what have you, people should just respect the, what you call it, advice that is given at hand. But in all fairness, if I have to keep to myself as I've been doing, when I need that me time, that's fine, because at the end of the day, as I said to you many times before in one of my videos, that it will give the person the time to reflect, rewind, and hopefully the social energy tank be full again, and hopefully be able to socialise with people. I am starting to come out of my shell, however, as I said, socialising wise, but at the moment I'm currently trying to find jobs. Yes, it's been difficult because, I don't know if it's that label mentality of people that they don't want to touch me because I'm hard to understand or hard to acknowledge or whatever the case may be. But whatever it may be, let's just fingers crossed that something will come out of it, even though I'm trying to stay positive every day. And before I end this video, I'm thinking on doing my research about, what's going to become of the future for Aspies in the term of employment, in the term of relationships, in the term of everyday things that we come and face in our everyday lives. So hopefully this will give you the heads up about it. It's just an idea that's just popped in my head right now, just to, give the light to viewers or views to hopefully maybe, comment, follow, subscribe below to give me another heads up of topics that you may think you really want to hear, even though yes, I know that it's supposed to be based in my book, but some of this, especially this one that I've just mentioned about the famous people, and that isn't in my book. But hopefully, in all further ado, I hope you enjoyed watching this. Hopefully soon I'll hear from you. Have a great day.